The event was a glittering affair, a perfect backdrop for the kind of feel-good, purpose-driven narrative the Sussexes have meticulously crafted since their move to California. But the script was flipped, and the entire production was completely destroyed by an unlikely figure, Jon Stewart. The veteran satirist, returning to his former perch at The Daily Show, delivered a brutal, surgical takedown of Prince Harry's speech that has sent shockwaves through the media and left royal watchers in a state of stunned disbelief. Stewart's comedic assault wasn't a cheap shot or a simple jest. It was a masterclass in political satire, using Harry's own words to expose a deep-seated hypocrisy. The core of the controversy lies in the fact that Harry, speaking on a stage that honored first responders and military veterans, delivered a speech that was, by all accounts, less about the heroes he was there to honor and more about his own journey and lived experience. The former royal, who has made a career out of lamenting the pressures of his former life, seemed to position himself as a fellow warrior, a man who has also served. Stewart, with his signature smirk and a glint in his eye, saw the opening and drove a truck right through it. The comedian didn't need to invent a single line. He simply played the clip of Harry on stage, passionately speaking about service and sacrifice. The juxtaposition was jarring. Here was a man who, by his own admission, chose to step away from his duties and family, holding forth on the profound meaning of a life dedicated to service, a life embodied by the very first responders and military personnel in the room. Stewart's genius was in the silence, the expertly timed pause that allowed the audience to connect the dots. He followed it with a single, perfectly deadpan line, "Is this a bit? Is this a part of the show? Because if so, it's working." The audience erupted, a mix of uncomfortable laughter and dawning realization. This wasn't just a moment of comedic gold, it was a deeply cutting critique of the Sussex brand itself. For years, Prince Harry has leveraged his royal heritage and military service to build a new life in America, one centered on a narrative of victimhood and personal growth. He and his wife, Meghan Markle, have painted themselves as champions of mental health and social justice, all while signing multi-million-dollar deals with streaming giants and publishing houses. The public, and indeed the media, largely bought into this carefully curated persona. But Stewart's segment exposed the fundamental flaw in their narrative, the chasm between their self-proclaimed mission and the reality of their actions. The controversy only deepened in the days that followed. A segment on The Daily Show revealed that Prince Harry's team had reportedly been in contact with Gala organizers beforehand, providing a pre-written script that focused heavily on his own journey. Jon Stewart didn't just destroy a speech, he held up a mirror to the entire Sussex brand. He forced a conversation about authenticity, privilege, and the difference between a life of service and a life of performance. While Prince Harry may have left his royal duties behind, he can't seem to escape the scrutiny that comes with his name, a reality that, as Jon Stewart so hilariously and painfully demonstrated, is more of a burden than any crown.